kicked a fellow recruit and punched another. I'm told apparently he's been suspended too. This is moving fast. I'm not allowed in that platoon's block, but I can now walk around camp unescorted. It's the only hope I have of running into one of their lads. It works, eventually. This is the recruit who I saw Corporal C throw a helmet at and shake. Now he tells me the corporal has gone much further.
What was he doing?
Beating me! 24-year-old boy beating me.
Like in what? Like punching you or
punching. When
in the toilets?
I mean punching in the toilets.
Why did it? So he did it inside as well and stuff?
Oh, not all these things. I was just fucking there looking at him. I was like, no, I tell you, when I'm saluting,
Yeah.
you know, I can't, you know what, have you seen that this hand is close to this?
Yeah.
Have you seen that this hand is close? But this small finger cannot go here.
How come?
Yeah, it was broken through that fucking struggle. He broke this finger. I said, now.
Corporal?
Yeah, that corporal. Yeah, I said, now, I can't bring this one here. Yeah. Which I know is a fucking problem here.
How did he pull the finger?
No, he wanted to hit me at the back like that.
Yeah.
After hitting me, I went down like that. He wanted to hit me with the fucking door like that. So what I did too was just trying to protect my hand like that.
Yeah.
He fucking just handing like that.
His finger looks injured, but I don't know if it was broken. Then we talk about bayonet training. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done, and that's without anyone laying a finger on me.
Whatever is just pulling the water, when it reach my tail, just step on my head like that. Then on my face, fucking hit the water.
Who was that?
Like that. But I drank a glass of water of that water. I must be very honest. But I said to myself, why should I complain? I'm living like if it was a Taliban, he wouldn't have even stepped on my head. This is what keeps me going. This is what keeps me going.
Yeah, but
He says he only complained after being told to join Corporal C's section. He tells me his platoon commander took the complaint seriously and reported it up the chain of command. Back in my own platoon, we're being trained in urban warfare. I'm about to go in fast and hard. I survive an enemy grenade as I storm the building, but then get taken out by friendly fire. This is what the lads may face for real. We're told by Corporal Wilson, who served in Iraq, that when we're clearing buildings, we may have to shoot everyone, including kids. He says it's our perspective of the threat which counts, adding with a grin, that's how you get away with war crimes. He may be joking, but even if he is, I'm disturbed to hear him talking to recruits that way about shooting people. We're almost real soldiers. It's March, the final 6 weeks of training. We're being put to the test in battlefield conditions. Taking and defending strategic locations is our objective.
This is what you look like after 4 nights on exercise. We basically defended the building for 3 nights, got attacked all hours of the day and night. Could have been any time.
The exercise feels real, and we're fired up as if our lives depend on it.
Yeah, gas. You have to put your respirator on as quickly as possible. And then we have to stand at all windows against the enemy.
One recruit doesn't have a working respirator. In a real gas attack, he'd probably be dead. Shortly after this mock one, he gets a punch in the face from Corporal Wilkinson.
I didn't see it happen, but I saw all the blood coming from his nose. What says happened is that he'd lost the canister for his respirator. Somewhere in the building and got the Wilkinson thought that it was lying and they hadn't even bought it, so it punched him in the face.
Back at camp 3 days later, I speak to the bloodied recruit.
Is it like a proper fist or is it like a slap? Fist? But like my nose? Yeah, the fucking nose, exactly. Oh well. It's like my nose exploded in my mouth. Up top of my nose, really, around this box. Did he not give you time to explain where he'd lost it?
She don't fucking like me, didn't he? Punching it in the face.
Well, I just fucking it off. Well, I just chucking everything shut up for the going.
I speak to another recruit who says he saw the punch too.
Corporal, fuck, he took the respirator off your mask. Tell you what happened, Corporal. It just fell off. It just fell off my arse. Fucking put it back on then, let me see you take your respirator and can't stop again. Turned around, man, and this respirator on there, fucking took it off, it just fell off. Corporal walked up and goes, oi!
Putting someone's in his nose. Yeah, it's just all
Took the respirator, like, took the respirator off and just looked at it.
Correcting recruits at the end of a fist is both unacceptable and illegal according to Army guidelines. I've got 6 weeks to finish this investigation and get out of the Army. Otherwise I'm in for the next 4 years. 8 corporals are mainly responsible for training my platoon and the platoon I can't name. I have evidence that 5 have broken Army guidelines supposed to protect soldiers from bullying. 3 are in the other platoon, Corporals A, B, and C. Their block is out of bounds to us, but as the deadline for me to leave gets closer, I decide to risk a visit. That's a relief.
Alright, mate.
I find a recruit I know and ask him about Corporals A and C.
Why did they get suspended? I've heard just because they all
like to lay the hands on people. They all got grabbed up.
Did they?
Yeah. So they're gone.
I've already been told by another lad that Corporal C beat him. So now I ask about Corporal A and what happened at the start of training 5 months ago.
The first time some guy swung at him out there, one of our guys.
I heard about that. That was dead early on, wasn't it? And then...
He fucking punched him in his face. Knocked him out.
So the kid punched him first and then him back?
Yeah.
He's an instructor, and there are better ways to deal with troublesome recruits. Then the recruit confirms there's a second, more recent allegation. He doesn't know the details, but says Corporal A was suspended and the Royal Military Police called in.
So was it like being interviewed by all the RMPs? What did they have?
Well, it was certain individuals, certain people got actually pulled out of camp and had to go somewhere and get interviewed. And the rest of us, this woman came round with some forms and we all had to answer lots of questions.
So they just asked you questions about what the corporals had been doing?
What was it on the sheet? Have any of the training staff ever basically put the hands on you? Have you ever done anything they shouldn't? Have they told you what to say on this form? And of course all of the answers were yes.
I'm intrigued. Then he tells me that the woman with the forms seemed concerned to find Corporal B sat with recruits as they completed their questionnaires.
You know, the woman, she knew because when she came, like Corporal sat in the corridor. Right, they were all in the corridor filling out the forms because they sat in the corridor.
Yeah.
And she looked at him, and they looked at him, and she got up. She just paused and she's like, no. You know, him kind of fucking, yeah, I'm watching it. So whatever.
A recruit said that he was kicked and punched by Corporal B. Others have told me they're scared of him. I can't understand why he'd be allowed to sit in on part of the investigation. This is our second bout of bayonet training, teaching us to kill at close quarters. Before we stab the enemy,